Hey everybody, this is Al Johnson from the Al Johnson Show, and as promised, I'm here to give you guys my spoiler thoughts on Daredevil Born Again Season 2. Now, before we get started, to get this out the way, if you guys want to keep up to date with new videos that will be uploaded to this channel, make sure you all do the following. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell whenever new videos are released. That's the first thing. The second thing is, like I said, there will be spoilers regarding Daredevil Born Again Season 2. So if you have not watched all 8 episodes of Born Again Season 2, don't watch this video. If you don't care about spoilers, keep on watching. That's fine by me. And last but certainly not least, as I talk about Born Again Season 2, I'm going to indulge in a nice little snack. As you can see here, I have me a mandarin shaped ice cream treat. And for you guys that may or may not know, I one time tried to do a video where I was giving my thoughts on something while eating a fruit shaped ice cream treat. I believe it was mango. And the video unfortunately was not good. It was not good at all. And I didn't like the quality of it. So I ended up deleting the video, which sucked because I really liked that mango ice cream. So this is now, I guess you could say, my second attempt at this. What I have here is mandarin shaped. I've had mango, I think I had strawberry, and I'm not sure about grape, but now I'm going mandarin. So like I said, while talking about Born Again Season 2, I'm gonna indulge on this. First bite. Nice and fresh. Not tasting the mandarin, but I'm sure as I continue to eat this, the flavor will come about. The ice cream part, just so you know. Yeah, that's quite nice. Yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Born Again Season 2. As you guys may or may not know, the original plan for Daredevil Born Again on Disney Plus was to do, if I remember correctly, 18 episodes for one season. But also originally, as evidenced by the footage and my thoughts on episodes 2 through 7 of Season 1, it was being done by the original writing team, which consists of the producer and writers of the TV show White Collar, in which it went into a completely different direction where it was basically a reboot of the Netflix Daredevil show, where yes, they kept Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio, but they almost erased a lot of the stuff from the Netflix, especially Foggy and Karen, and the stuff you guys may or may not remember from the Netflix show. Next bite. Now I'm getting to the flavor. But also, not just no Foggy and no Karen, Vanessa Fisk would have been recasted by somebody else. However, during the writing strikes of, I believe it was 2024? Yeah, I think it was 2024. Or maybe it was 2023. I don't remember. During the strikes, the actors and writers strikes, they overhauled all of Season 1 and also split the episode count down the middle, where Season 1 would have 9 episodes and Season 2 would have 8 episodes. And they brought back Foggy and Karen. They brought back some of the producer and writing team from the Netflix era. And most importantly, they brought back the actress that played Vanessa on Netflix. And Season 1, which you guys didn't know, I did a short ranking of the seasons. Born Again Season 1, despite the mishmash of the different the different versions of the show is my least favorite season of Daredevil. But now going to season 2, it was done by the new creative team who redone the first episode of Born Again season 1, where Bullseye killed off Foggy, and also episodes 8 and 9 of season 1, where you had Matt take a bullet for Fisk, and him teaming up with the Punisher to take out the anti-vigilante task force, and also Fisk squishing some dude's head, Commissioner Gallo's head, like squish his head. That team took over for season 2 and is currently working on season 3 as we speak to come out next March. Hopefully it's next March. And overall, guys, watching season 2 week by week and watching all the storylines develop, I can honestly say this, which is in my opinion, that to me, Born Again season 2 is the best season of Daredevil since season 1 from Netflix. Now the mango flavor is kicking in. Really like this ice cream. Though I prefer the mango. Actually, no, I prefer the strawberry. But this is quite good. And why do I say that? Why do I say Born Again season 2 is the best Daredevil season since season 1? Because it felt like a Daredevil season. There was amazing action. There was great dramatic stuff. There was great tension. There was amazing character work. There was great character work. And there was great set pieces and great plot lines that, for most of the time, gelled together beautifully. And it could kick it off. I mean, yes, obviously, like, the action was quite beautiful. That one take sequence in the detainment camp where Daredevil freed the prisoners with the help of the swordsman was awesome stuff. And also, great introduction of Angela Del Toro, the White Tiger, and obviously amazing stuff with Matt and Kingpin, which is to be expected. Also, surprisingly, I would say to me, this is the best I've seen Karen Page, played by Deborah Ann Woll, especially after she was arrested by the task force at the end of episode 6. And the way she got in the head of Kingpin and messed with Heather, who is basically making up stuff about the vigilantes to put them behind bars while she's dealing with her own trauma of what happened with Muse, and just being so self-righteous about it. Also, the task force, yes, obviously an allegory on ICE under the current administration. I mean, shoot, there was even one moment, I think it was in the second episode, where Angela and her aunt, they went to the bodega, and a member of the task force came in trying to stop some kids who, I guess, were stealing liquor, and the aunt touched the officer's shoulder, like, no, don't do it. And the officer was like, you brushed a member of authority, ma'am. Come with me. And just basically kidnap her off the streets and put her in the back of the truck to send her to detainment. Obviously, again, a reference to what ICE is doing to illegal immigrants. And I'm not gonna lie, that moment nearly made me cry. And also made me angry because it was a reflection of real life. Probably didn't get all that one. But man, I also really enjoyed the back and forth between Matt and Fisk. 1 minute, Fisk tried to have New York look for Matt because Matt was hiding. Oh, he's going underground from Fisk and the task force while still doing Daredevil things. So he had this whole thing about, Matt Murdock is a hero. He protected me. He saved me from an attack from Bullseye. So that way Matt couldn't continue hiding. But then you have Matt save the prisoners, only for Kingpin to blow up a ship with the crewmates inside, and all the other stuff. And also, Matthew Lillard was deliciously evil. He was an annoying douchebag, and I enjoyed it, man. His back and forth with Fisk was just stuff to behold. And speaking of going back to Heather, I really enjoyed her character development this time around versus last season. Same goes for Buck and Daniel. BB, and man, Bullseye. That opening sequence in episode 4 in the diner with Billy Joe, New York City Mind playing, amazing stuff. And then the end of the episode where Vanessa got killed, or at least critically injured, was surprising. And then the next episode, which is basically the flashback episode, where they did like homages to the Netflix era down to the screen ratio and the lighting, even bringing back Foggy as a way of tying in Matt wanting to surprisingly, begrudgingly help Bullseye. And also the return of Kristen Ritter as Jessica Jones. Now again, I haven't watched her show. I'm gonna do that. Please be patient. But seeing Jessica Jones back, especially now that she has a daughter, I believe named Danielle, with Luke Cage, and even seeing Luke Cage appear at the end was beautiful stuff. And she was just as great, man. Just as great. But also, what's his name? Powell from the task force. The right kind of villain. The right kind of stooge, if you will. But the finale. Oh, and also the death of Daniel. Man, that didn't almost make me cry like Vanessa's death made me cry, which, yeah, I get it. You don't have to like Vanessa because of what she did, but I still almost cried. But man, the finale, Matt putting Kingpin on the stand about what happened on the ship with the weapons. Even going as far as to revealing his identity. That whole thing, that whole setup of it was tense but awesome. I mean, Matt basically pulled an Iron Man, but kind of better. And now, and the double hallway, man, Kingpin went straight beast mode. I mean, he killed people, while Matt, Jessica Jones, and White Tiger just incapacitated the task force. And Matt and Kingpin once again come into a stalemate where Matt realizes, I'm going to be going to jail for doing this, but I had to stop you. And Kingpin having to accept a deal where he's no longer in New York, but he's exiled on his island with Vanessa. And I know there's some people who have problems with the finale, and in a different video, I'll get to that. And just the setup for season 3 with the Defenders coming back and Matt in jail and possibly setting up Spider-Man Brand New Day, just all of that was just